Hi, sweet friends. This is Madeline from Madeline Diet Designs, and I'm back today with a new journal to share with you guys. I call this one Song of Summer 2. I had Song of Summer 1, and it has sold, but I created this one, and it has the same vintage quilt cover with the summer vibes. Did the ruffle trim with the lemon fabric, and then this here on the front and the back, this really pretty lace. And then I just made a tie out of that same lemon fabric, which is really soft. And then I received this, and I actually received the cover from Lena at Amore Fabriques, and she is just amazing. And I will link her shop below, but you should go visit her shop. She has lots of beautiful vintage things. But I just clipped this here because then I thought the recipient could do with it, you know, as they please. So let's just get right into the flip through. I guess you guys probably want to know how big this guy is. Let me get my ruler. So she's tall. It looks like she's almost 12 inches. And I would say with the lace, 6 or so, maybe, you know, 5 3/4 if you go to the edge there. But she's a substantial journal. So let's open her up and get right inside. I created a pocket on the inside cover made out of a vintage hanky with this really pretty pink trim. And then I took another vintage piece of embroidery and made a separate pocket right here. So then I just tucked some goodies in here, and I actually made an altered playing card just for this journal. So I just stuck her right in there. And then I also used that lemon fabric from the front and made a really nice bookmark. And that's just a piece of fun paper back there. Here, there's a little pen holder, and I just slipped a pretty little pen in there. And so we'll continue with the rest. Here is a repair tag. I put some lace on. A gorgeous piece of wallpaper right here. And I have clipped on here a clip, and it's got this really pretty bottle of sand, lavender and pink sand with some, and you can move, and with some pearls rather, and you can move this around and kind of put it wherever, you know, you want in your journal, but I just kind of clipped it right there to start out. Okay, so if you get into this, I have some vintage lace here, creating a tuck spot, like a little pocket, and I have a bell charm down here. I've got some scrapbook paper here, and I have added on the inside a vintage envelope that has a vintage stamp on it. It's from 1953, and I actually picked these up at a antique store in North Carolina. I have some stenciling here. Inside here, I have some goodies. I have some little Tim Holtz goodies and an altered postcard with a hidden journaling spot in it here, which is fun. And I just kind of thought this matched so well with the vintage envelope. So I'll put that back in there. Here I've got some tea-dyed paper. I did some stamping, added some lace. I have another little charm right here, some green on it. Here, I did a pocket with some modeling paste, and I stenciled it on here, and I just put in some cute little printables I love, and spruced them up with a lot of stitching. And as I'm sure you're beginning to see, this journal has a lot of stitching, a lot of lace, a lot of fabrics. I really kind of wanted it to be that way. I've got a little tab up here, and I did an eyelet with a little pretty dangle. This is Tim Holtz paper, vintage botanical book, and I've got a little goodie in there. And I don't want to pull out all the goodies because I think it's fun for the recipient. This is a vintage math page, and I have a little tab here with a little mushroom dangle. Here's some rice paper. One of my favorite things to make is rice paper. You can take this off, decorate it, leave it there. I embossed and collaged a glassine bag, and I have an embossed and inked up guest check inside. And at the top, I have a little piece of lace, and I have a little charm here out of a shell, which I thought was really, really pretty. It kind of goes with the colors. Stamping. And as you'll see as we continue through the flip through, I used a lot of elements sort of throughout, the same elements, and they kind of pop back in and out as we, you know, go through the flip through. So here I just have some goodies stuffed in the pocket. This is coffee dyed tickets that I coffee dyed. Printable pocket here. Another pretty tab with some dangle. Oh, and this is some lace. This also came from Selena at Amore Fabrics. Here I have a wallpaper pocket, and I also collaged a little wallpaper tag. I just kind of have clipped in there. This clothespin. I collaged this to go on the front of the bag here, and I just have a little ticket, a little tag in there. Vintage matte paper. On the inside, I decoupaged a napkin on some music paper and created a pocket on the inside. And that's just a little cluster on a guest check. I've got this really pretty envelope in the middle. Oh, and I created this journaling card just for this journal. These are actually leftover scraps of pieces that I used throughout the journal. And I decoupaged it on there and did some sewing, and I just tuck this right here because that sort of goes with some of the elements I have on that page. Okay, again, I've got a guest check and this pretty pocket with this vintage trim here. More modeling paste stenciling, little cluster here on the other side of this bag, and then I have, of course, some little goodies in there. This is a vintage dictionary page that I made into a pocket. I have some little things in here. I decoupaged, made this little tag, and I turned this piece of lace into a teeny tiny little tuck spot. So I just have something nestled in there. Again, another tab, some more jingle on it. Another little cluster I made, a journaling card that has wallpaper cluster on it. This is a decoupaged journaling card. It's got some of the lace from the middle on it. And then an alteration card, which I'm so obsessed with these right now. I think they're so cute and vintage. Some really pretty lace trim here with a button. A vintage botanical page, a tab at the top, a little dangle on it. I did a little bit of decoupaging here, some Tim Holtz and some of the napkin. I have a vintage card here, French card. What am I trying to say? It's a flash card. Thank you, Madeline. Here I have clipped on just a little booklet I made with a brad on it, so you can take that out and use it, whatever. Here I've got another doily. It flips up like that, and I have some Tim Holtz ephemera just tucked in here. Again, pocket, goodies in the pocket. This here is a envelope I made out of a vintage music page, and I just have it tucked on here. I also have a little, some neat stitching. I used a lot of different kinds of stitching in this journal. Tab at the top, but I just have some laces tucked in here, and you know, that's removable, so the recipient can move it about, you know, use the laces, you know, just whatever. And I put this little rose gold paper clip, which I just love. All right, here, a little journaling card, a pocket, got a little bell here at the bottom. I've got some things tucked into this pocket. This is a vintage bridge card, and then this is just a new piece of paper, which I thought went well, or piece of a notepad rather. And then I just have some goodies clipped on this page, and there's a little dangle on this paper clip. And I made this journaling card and, you know, made this little cluster, and of course it goes with the lemon theme throughout. then on the back, of course, you have the other half of the vintage linen pocket. And I sewed this little cluster together, and I put it on there. And then I have some other journaling cards, a little file folder tucked in here. And I have some more dangle here. And that is the end. And there's the back of your journal. And I did want to show you that I added some pretty crystal bead dangles here at the bottom. And so there she is, Song of Summer 2. And I will have her listed in my Etsy shop by the time you're seeing this. And I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Talk to you later.